Welcome to another episode of everyone's favorite show, I Know Jax. This time I have a great show lined up for you. Now I know many of you are not waiting for Tuesday to roll around, and instead you're going to celebrate Valentine's Day all weekend long. And there's nothing wrong with that, because February is the month we focus on the heart. Not only with Valentine's Day, it's also Heart Health Month. Now in Kingsland, Georgia, the focus for the month is Love Town. That's the new TV series from Oprah Winfrey's network and the BBC, and it's starting to film this weekend. And we'll have an update on that later on in the show. We will visit a coastal lighthouse and much more, but hold on to your horses. We're not done yet. We recently visited the Equestrian Center in Jacksonville for an exciting sport, team roping. I'm with Johnny Johnson, the producer of this event today. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
This is the National Team Roping League Finals, which is an association that is affiliated off of the United States Team Roping Championships, mainly an East Coast association that has about 45 affiliate events a year. And then in January, after everybody qualifies through those 45 events, we have a national finals here, which we give away about $500,000 in prizes and cash. And we've been doing it here in Jacksonville. This is our 7th year here.
It's a timed event. It started over people being able to doctor their animals out on the farm where they didn't have corrals, and you'd have to rope your steer or your cow, immobilize them, and be able to doctor them. And it became a timed event to who could do it the fastest.
And obviously you were pretty good at it.
Me and my partner, we won 8 world titles in a row starting at 97 and was very successful, traveled all over the world team roping. And Las Vegas is our Super Bowl out there in December. And we won the world 8 years in a row.
And I understand you're retired now. What are you doing now?
I come up with a way to teach people from my own house. I rope every day, film it, go inside, voice over the videos, and talk about the things that went wrong, the things I'm trying to do. I have an 8-year-old little girl that ropes and a 5-year-old boy that ropes. My wife ropes, my mom ropes. It's kind of a family deal. I grew up just 10 minutes away from this equestrian center right here. My mom and dad used to have an arena, and we put on ropings right there on Crystal Springs Road. There's nothing but houses there now. I haven't been to the NTRL finals at all. It's the first time I come back and roped in probably 10 years. But my mom's been on me to bring my wife and kids back down here where I grew up from, and so we made the trip to come down here this weekend, set up a booth, and kind of film the short rounds, put them on the website, and talk about some of the things that went on here at the Equestrian Center. Kind of proud of the Equestrian Center, but I really wished it was going whenever I lived here.
Next up, we'll take a look at other events around the coast, and we'll also climb a lot of stairs. I Know Jax will be right back after the break.
There's approximately 900 sudden cardiac arrest deaths every day. Imagine if people knew about that and how much they would be impacted by it.
We kids have no control in making AEDs a priority, but you do.
We need these AEDs to be in our public facilities because sudden cardiac death is real, and it does happen, and it can happen to you.
AEDs save lives. Help spread awareness. Visit the website aedpetitionnow.com.
In the Coastal Companion segment of our show, we'll broaden the horizon and take a look at what's going on in the surrounding coastal area. Valentine's Day is one of the biggest greeting card holidays ever made, but February is also the month when we paint the town in gold, purple, and green and celebrate Mardi Gras. Maybe you'd say that Mardi Gras is all about New Orleans, but that's about to change. I know this part of the country is not yet famous for its Mardi Gras celebrations, but this year it's going to be different. And I'll tell you why. There are 2 Mardi Gras festivals in coastal Georgia. One on Tybee Island outside of Savannah and one in St. Mary's, Georgia, just across the border. And this year, the festivals are happening on the exact same weekend. The gold, purple, and green perfect storm is happening this February. Let's go to Tybee Island first. The event starts with a fantasy masquerade ball on Friday, February 16th at Fanny's at the beach. Then on Saturday, there's a Mardi Gras street party from noon till 6 on Tybrisa Street, and then a parade at 2 p.m. down Butler Avenue. Now let's talk about how coastal Georgia is being put on the map as a destination for Mardi Gras festivities. I know we've already told you about the new TV series Lovetown USA that's coming to Kingsland, Georgia, and our sources tell us that the film crew is going to be in downtown St. Mary's for this year's Mardi Gras celebration. So sometime this summer, St. Mary's Mardi Gras Festival is going to be featured on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And I'm pretty sure that's going to put Kingsland, St. Mary's, and the whole of Camden County, for that matter, on the map. And I can't wait to see that. The St. Mary's Mardi Gras Festival is taking place on Saturday, February 18th. This is the 18th annual Mardi Gras Festival, and it's without doubt one of the most popular festivals in Camden County. Everyone likes a parade, but especially the little ones enjoy catching beads and candy tossed from the floats at the parade in downtown. And right after the parade, the chili cook-off starts in the waterfront park. And when the sun goes down, it's time for the Mardi Gras Ball, where the king and queen will be selected. This year's event is probably going to be bigger and more popular than ever due to the TV film crew being there. So if you want your face on the Oprah Winfrey Network, make sure to mark your calendar. To find out about these and other events happening in the coastal area of South Carolina, Georgia, or Florida, visit coastalcompanion.com. In Hit the Road Jax, we travel to destinations that are a reasonable driving distance from Jacksonville to find fun things to do. And this time, I've made it to the Lighthouse at Ponce Inlet, located 12 miles south of Daytona Beach. The Ponce Inlet Lighthouse is the tallest lighthouse in Florida and the second tallest in the United States. The tower is 175 feet and you can go up to the top of the lighthouse. But beware, there are a lot of steps to climb to get to the top. 203 to be exact. Let's go check out the view. Wow, 203 steps, but every one of them worth it. Check out this view. Our guide Tom showed us around. He knows everything about a lighthouse and is a real history buff. He had lots of stories about the lighthouse and the families who lived there. This lighthouse is visited by over 125,000 people every year. Here you get to take a step back in time and see how the lighthouse keepers and their families lived. The museum also has one of the finest collections of restored Fresnel lenses in the world. I also asked him why the lighthouse is red.
Lighthouses have what we call day marks and night marks. The day mark of this lighthouse is the red brick, and it's a red brick with a black gantry on top.
As a photo geek, I was really impressed at the lenses they were able to create by hand back in those days. And of course, it's always great to see the incredible nature at the park that surrounds the lighthouse too. I even got a chance to check out some cool surfing action while I was there. Now my next guest likes to spend her time at the beach in a different way. Today I've got the Willow, who is going to be starring in her own show here on CW17 next month called Sunrise with the Willow. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Now tell me, I hear this is yoga with an alternative edge. What does that mean?
Yes, it's traditional yoga with an inspiration from martial arts, Tai Chi, integration into a spectacular new innovative form.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Now, yoga is not all about just exercising, so this isn't like an aerobics workout type thing. You guys do things that are sort of life coach stuff as well, right?
Absolutely. So there's definitely a positive benefit. You will get the benefit of a workout and stretching, balancing, improving your postural alignment, your breathing, and your overall joy. Okay. And there is going to be lessons of life learned from the Willow. And mostly it's about taking your yoga off the mat, bringing it to the world in a way where you take it in your life, and it's a lifestyle.
So you're embodying this whole yoga thing. You must have been doing this for a while. Tell me a little bit about your background on that.
Yes, I'm excited to say I've been practicing yoga since I was about 13 years old. Wow. Started learning about it when I was about 10 and teaching it since I was about 16 or 17.
Okay. So what does yoga mean to you as the Willow?
Yoga means a balance in life and an elevation of joy in your entire life.
That's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're doing yoga, I know you like to listen to music. Tell me a little bit about some of the music you're thinking about having with the yoga.
I'm a fan of classical as well as I love soundtracks, and I like ambient music, things like Thievery Corporation that just inspire you, envelop you in that inspiration while you're doing yoga.
Now, besides yoga, there's going to be a cooking part of the show too, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Very excited. It's called Cooking for Spiritual Wellness, and we're going to be we're going to be actually doing cooking shows at local restaurants. Okay. Inspired farm-to-table philosophy, sustainable food, organic twists. So you'll learn to feed your body and your nutrition in a wonderful way.
So you're going for the whole package here, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Mind, body, and soul. The whole
Mind, body, and soul.
So where's a good place to do yoga?
Well, besides in your home, you can go to the beach, which is a perfect place. Spacious, you're close to nature, connected to the earth, and close to the sea. Very inspiring.
So tell the audience again when it's on and what days.
It's on the CW17 network on Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and it starts March 5th.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Namaste. The Willow embodies strength and vulnerability, kindness and understanding. With the Willow, you will embrace the moment. No fear, just be. Join me every day. I am the Willow.
The Oprah Winfrey Network has picked Kingsland, Georgia as Lovetown, USA, and now it's time for the cameras to roll. Lovetown isn't your ordinary TV show, it's a social experiment about what happens to a community that focuses on love in all its forms. This will be the event that everyone will be talking about for many years to come. The Love Rally, this Sunday, February 12th at the Waterfront Park in St. Mary's from 12:30 to 5 p.m. Make plans to arrive early, as check-in will begin at 12:30 at the entrance to the park. No one will be admitted inside the park without a signed release. Minors will need a release signed by parents or guardians. Many business owners I talk to are having a hard time getting their story out to a new audience. We want to help. KnowJax.com has a targeted audience of people interested in the greater Jacksonville area. If this is your target market, I have news for you. We're launching a brand new video directory on our website. This means that now you have an easy way to tap into our audience by using video to show what you do. For more details about the video directory, go to KnowJax.com or give me a call at 904-345-0755.
Sudden cardiac arrest and sudden cardiac death kill more people today than prostate cancer, breast cancer, HIV, house fires, traffic accidents, and firearms combined.
There's approximately 900 sudden cardiac arrest deaths every day. Imagine if people knew about that and how much they would be impacted by it.
Having AEDs mandated in prisons and not in school kind of makes me feel like that they worry more about the prisoners and their safety than their students and children's safety.
I feel that AEDs should be able to be purchased when we have spent millions of dollars on computers and whiteboards and smart boards and other technology that don't save lives.
I served as a colonel in the United States Army Medical Corps in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Desert Storm. Every year we lose 7,000 to 10,000 children to sudden cardiac arrest. That's nearly twice the number of combat losses we suffered in both Iraq and Afghanistan. While we spend millions of dollars to protect our soldiers overseas, we don't spend nearly that type of money here to protect our children in this country today.
Why aren't we doing something about getting an AED everywhere it needs to be? In our school systems, in our athletic fields, at our rec centers.
We need these AEDs to be in our public facilities because sudden cardiac death is real, and it does happen, and it can happen to you.
I know that in a situation in my classroom, if something were to happen, I would love to know that I had the safety net of an AED around to help.
We kids have no control in making AEDs a priority, but you do.
You're 23 times more likely to use an AED in your life than you are to ever use a pull station or a fire extinguisher. Our hopes are that within 2 years, within all public schools and within public facilities, that we're able to see AEDs hanging next to those fire extinguishers that you're required to have.
Support our cause by signing the petition at aedpetitionnow.com.
In my free time, I somehow seem to watch movies or television or surf the net more than reading books. I don't get much so-called free time these days, but I'm wondering if I just fell out of the book reading habit somehow. When I was a kid, I would read books all the time, often under the cover with a flashlight when everyone thought I was sleeping. These days, my reading list is about a mile long, but it doesn't contain anything but software manuals and how-to books. A change is in order. So this event just came at a perfect time. I always enjoy a good action flick, and one of my favorite movies was the first Rambo movie, First Blood. So I was thrilled to find out that the author David Morrell is coming to this year's Amelia Island Book Festival. That's the way to get people like me excited about a book festival. Not only did David Morrell write First Blood, he also is the author of the 6-part comic book series Captain America: The Chosen. Actually, David Morrell is the author of over 30 books, many of which you would recognize. Another person who's going to be at the festival is the local best-selling author, Steve Berry. The festival is packed with events starting on Friday, February 17th, with a variety of workshops for writers. On Saturday, it's time for the Readers Festival. This is a free event where writers, wannabe novelists, and anyone who loves reading, or like me, just needs some inspiration to get back into reading, get an opportunity to come and rub elbows with the authors and other book enthusiasts. There will be chats with authors, Q&A sessions, and much, much more. You can find out more details about the Amelia Island Book Festival on knowjax.com. As you know, there's an Academy Award given out every year for the best short film. Have you ever wondered what the nominated short films are and where you can watch them? Well, we did too. And luckily, Carolina Studios, Fernandina's Little Theater, and the Coastal Georgia Film Alliance combined forces to put on a special screening of the nominated short films. Watch 10 shorts, live action as well as animated, at the Fernandina Little Theater in Fernandina Beach, February 16th through 18th. This is a rare opportunity to see 10 highly acclaimed and award-winning films. I would like to thank the Shores Resort and Spa in Daytona Shores, Florida for their gracious hospitality during our Daytona shoot. It's a beautiful place right on the beach. Make sure to check them out when you go to visit.com. And please make sure to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe. That's it for this week's show. I'll see you here again next week. And until then, I'll see you on the internet.